Bruh. Bruh. Are y'all for real? Nika here with your daily neuro nugget on a Monday. Guess what, guys? I think this is off-centered. There. It snowed a lot here in Chicago. So here we are. I'll be going to work a little bit later, and that's why I'm here early in the morning. So I wonder, are any of y'all home? Are any of y'all home? Ah! Hey, Nadine. Hey, Cammy. You're early, and wow, snow. My gosh, girl. Literally, I don't know. It literally looks like over a foot of snow. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. So I'm kind of snowed in at the moment. And I wanted to talk about Emily. I figured we'll take advantage of this early morning horrible weather and talk about Emily because, guys, I'm maybe, I don't know, 600 pages in. We know there's over 2,300 pages, and it's a lot to revise. Friendly reminder, I do have a job. I do have a home to keep up with. I have to feed people, things like that, regular life. So please bear with me because a lot of you guys are sending me other things on Instagram. And I'm like, it's only me, babe. It's only me, okay? It's only me. Just me reviewing the documents with my regular job, regular ass life. So bear with me. I promise I'm trying my best to get through all 2,500 pages. And every time I find something that stands out, you bet your bottom bippy that I'm going to be here talking about it, right? Hey, Bonnie. Hey, Tina. Thank you. Now, these are my theories, my opinions. These videos are for entertainment purposes only. But when we have access to all of these documents, and here I am going over them one by one, and I find another piece of paper showing that, in my opinion, Emily is a fucking liar. We have to start asking questions. By the way, guys, thank you. Yes, please, Linda. Hey, Lisa, Linda, thank you so much for telling people to hit the like button, right? Yeah, hit the like button, bro. I'm literally doing this for free. I don't ask you guys for anything ever. And I'm just doing this because nothing makes sense and we need to get justice for these 4 people. And the fact that Emily is lying is concerning because it seems like everybody that has been interviewed regarding this case is lying. And I need to know, why is she lying to the cops? Now, just because she's lying to the cops or contradicting herself every time she opens her big mouth, every time the cops ask her a question, doesn't mean that I personally believe that she is involved directly or that she's involved at all. But it has to be questioned because if somebody is lying time and time again, then it makes you wonder, what do they know? Why don't they want to ask questions? Why can't they keep their stories straight? It's almost as if they are afraid of something or someone, right? Thank you, Bonnie, for the kind comment. Hey, Sally. Why is everybody here lying? Now, I'm pulling up this document here because Emily said that she got home and went to bed at 8:30. 8:30? 8:30 p.m. Really, Emily? Really, Emily? And that supposedly she didn't wake up until about 1:30. And then she kind of hung out until about 3:30, 4 a.m. and then went back to sleep. Now, as we're going through the documents, Peyton Rossi was interviewed by Officer Rosinski, right? On November 14th at 3 p.m., basically. Peyton Rossi's story is completely different than what Emily told police, and this is very concerning. Okay? In this document, Peyton says that he is currently the president for a fraternity, right? And it's, of course, redacted. We're still getting access to these documents, but they're still heavily redacted, which again makes you wonder, I thought this was over. Why are you still redacting things, right? So, hello, Sheila. Why are they still redacting this heavily? But either way, Peyton is president for a fraternity. It says, I asked Peyton if he could walk me through what he did on the night of November 12th, 2022, and the early morning of 11/13/2022. Rossi said about 18:30 on 11/12/22, he was at a party. Rossi said the party was at the treehouse, which is an off-site campus house for the sorority blank. Rossi did not know the specific address, but said the house is near the Whites' apartments, and we all know the Whites, right? Rossi said at the party, he saw Emily A., who was with Emily's boyfriend, unknown name, maybe Hunter. Rossi said Alandt was the only member, Alandt is Emily, by the way, that's her last name, was the only member of blank that he recognized at the party. Rossi said he left around 22 or 2300 hours. Rossi said he went back to blank and watched a movie with blank blank. So he saw Emily Alandt, who was there with Hunter. And obviously she was there because Peyton Rossi remembers that she was like the only member that was there, right? He remembers her specifically and the boyfriend. So why is it that everyone is saying that these people that told cops that they were asleep were actually not asleep? Because it sounds like several people saw them at a party. So why are they lying about that, right? Rossi said he left around 2300. He went back and watched a movie with blank blank with CD, TR, and KS. Rossi said he went to the Corner Club around 1:49 hours on 11/13/22 to pick up JG, Jack DeCure, and there is an R there that is redacted. R said they were alone and not with anyone. R said he dropped the three above individuals off at their apartment off of King Road. Rossi said after he dropped them off, he went back home. So Emily was at the treehouse with her boyfriend. Emily was at the treehouse with Hunter. And people saw her. So you weren't home sleeping, were you? Were you, Emily? You weren't home sleeping. So Emily, if you're watching this, babe, are you lying? Are you lying to the cops? Why did you tell them that you didn't do anything? Why did you tell them that I just went home? I went to sleep at 8:30. I just went home. When you were clearly at that party. Not only that, people saw you. They named you. They recognize you, right? Hey, Samantha, thank you for the kind comment. They literally mentioned that Emily was the only girl from the sorority that they knew. So again, we should be asking these questions. Why are they lying? We should be calling them out, right? Now, in the same documents, it's saying that, he also went to the corner club to pick up Jack DeCure. And we have to ask a question again, is this actually the person who truly picked up Jack D and his friends? Because I thought that Jack said that they were going to get a ride from the sober driver. But then when the sober driver supposedly arrived, that his car was way too full. Right? They mentioned that original sober driver got pulled over. And originally, they had tried to use that sober driver as an alibi. Remember that? Do you guys remember that? They were like, yeah, but we were with the sober driver, which is creepy. I think that they tried to use that as an alibi because y'all were never with the sober driver because you mentioned there was not enough room. So isn't it weird that again, Brian Koberger gets picked apart when he has his alibi, but these people that said, yeah, we were gonna go with the sober driver. That's our alibi. That's our alibi. And then we find out that they were actually never there because the car was that's not a good enough alibi, right? Because there wasn't enough room. So you were never with the sober driver. So is this now a second sober driver? Rozzy? Did he actually pick them up? Did he actually drop them off? Hey, CD. Hey, Doubleicious Mama. Hey, Glenn. Hey, my pal Sal. Hey, Beth. Is this who Jack Decor was talking about? That he supposedly got a ride from the corner club? Was he referring to Rozzy being the sober driver, or was he referring to David Berryosha? Or was it Barry Osha's car that was too full? It's extremely confusing. Why are there so many different stories for every person telling the story? Emily was supposedly at a game and then she was home, but not really, right? Because we actually know she was actually at the party with Hunter, seen by sounds like several people. You're at the party with Hunter, and this is not the only person that was interviewed that saw Emily and Hunter at the party. There were more people. So everyone saw Emily and Hunter at the party. Yet Emily and Hunter are lying about being at the party. Why in the world would they lie about being at the party? Because if supposedly those four people that passed away, that got brutally unalived, are actually your friends, wouldn't you be as honest as possible? My head's getting so hot with this dang hot hat. Wouldn't okay? Wouldn't you be honest? Wouldn't you be trying to help the cops so that they could solve the case? Wouldn't you be doing that? Instead of you trying to skew the investigation for whatever reason, lie about your location, lie about your timeline, lie about where you were at, lie about what you did, lie about everything. That's weird to me. Okay. This happened in the night of 11/12/2022. Okay. This is the same night the crime took place. And I am with you, Linda. Why is it that The family isn't asking questions. The family is not asking questions, right? That we've seen. They are still uh talking shit about Kohlberger. The families are trying to collect pennies that Brian gets for whatever uh people send them to go buy food at the little commissary inside the prison. Families are trying to collect Brian Kohlberger's pennies, but when it comes to asking the actual questions to try to get actual answers that matter, they don't really seem to care. It's almost as if they don't want the truth out, in my opinion, right? It's weird. How interesting is it? Not only all the lies, but also it's red flag after red flag. And it makes it look like everybody here conspired together. So it's interesting to me they all got into bed early. Thank you, Ruck. Thank you so much. It's interesting to me they all went to bed at 8:30, bro. Really? At 8:30 when you're in college? It's very hard for me to believe. And then everybody went to bed at the same time, right? Everybody went to bed at 8:30. How fucking convenient, right? And not only that, but you also just watch movies. We watched movies at 8:30, but everybody saw you at a party with your boyfriend. And also, nothing bad ever happens in Moscow. Okay. My question is, why didn't the police care that everybody lied? The stories that we are getting from all of these people surrounding the case are unreal. They are fucking unreal. And it just makes it look like, again, they all conspired together, like they all got away with it, and cops didn't question it. Like, how can these people sleep at night? Personally, that's my main question. How can you sleep at night? Do you not have remorse? Do you not have a conscience? Not one person here has told the truth. Not one person here remains consistent when they're being interviewed. Emily, to me, lied multiple times. And for people that are going to try to defend him and say, well, maybe they just didn't want to tell the police they were out drinking because maybe they thought they would get in trouble. Yeah, I'm not buying that either. That would be extremely bizarre that that's going to be their priority. Really, you're more concerned about getting in trouble for drinking or even doing rugs. There was a quadruple homicide, for God's sake. These are supposedly your best friends. I think they all know what's happened, but they're keeping quiet. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's right that Bethany and Dylan's clothes were not taken. And they were allowed to shower supposedly and change supposedly at Emily's, not being followed, not being watched by police, right? This was right after the cops showed up. They basically were allowed to supposedly change at Emily's. Isn't that fucking weird? There's no photos that we've seen yet of their hands, nothing. The two people that were inside of the crime scene when the crime took place. Okay, Emily and Hunter, to me, in my personal opinion, and my personal opinion doesn't mean anything, it's just my humble opinion. Um, you can agree to disagree, but Emily and Hunter, especially after watching the documentary, I get really weird vibes from them, guys. They changed their stories on national TV. Okay. They change their stories on national TV for everybody to see. And nobody even questioned it. I mean, if you have watched One Night in Idaho, if you pay close attention to the words that are coming out of Emily's and Hunter's mouth, Emily said that Dylan and Bethany and that both of Emily and Hunter, they didn't take it too seriously. Hey, Thin Walrus, stay warm from Poland. That's so cool. That they didn't take it seriously, that he was in slides and shorts, that it was not that big of a deal. Right? That's what they said in One Night in Idaho. Then, if you watch Justice in Idaho, what do they both say? They change their story again. They say, we could hear in Dylan's voice, she was freaked, and I needed to get over there right away. Right? That's why I think it's important to watch those, not because I want to, um, you know, support them. I watch them because I know they're fucking lying. I watch them because I know they're fucking lying, and I know that fucking liars fucking forget their fucking lies and get caught in their own fucking bullshit, tripping off their own fucking lies time and time again. And I said this from day one, right? A fucking liar will fucking remember their fucking lies and fucking continue to lie. Fuck, 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 fuck. Right? That's what I said. That's why it's important to watch this mainstream bullshit narrative. Because these two dumbasses, these two fucking idiots went and did two, not one, but two fucking separate documentaries. The two fucking idiots, and said completely fucking different fucking things. Right? That's why we watch the narrative, so we can call out their bullshit. How the fuck are you going to go on national TV, do a documentary and say, well, we didn't really take it too seriously. You know, we were in slides and shorts and we didn't think it was that big of a deal. And then another narrative, you're like, oh, we could hear in Dylan's voice. She was so freaked out. And I needed to get over there right away. Bro, that's literally two different stories from the same person. I'm sorry, but I know that there's a lot of idiots out there that don't want us questioning these people, but even a lot of the guilters now are like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on, Emily? What the fuck is going on, Hunter? Because y'all have changed your stories several times. It's all lies. It's lies, in my opinion. And why lie if you're not involved? Why lie? Right? Cammy, it says thankful. Hey, hoppers. You just missed the cussing rampage. Is it the water in Moscow that's causing short-term memory loss? Is it the water? Is it the fucking potatoes? Are those spuds getting to your brains? Are you getting those spores from moldy ass Idaho potatoes? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? If there was one good person with one good heart, or just a heart in general, wouldn't the right thing to do be to come forward with anything that would tell otherwise? That maybe it's not the person sitting in prison, that maybe it's somebody else. You're welcome, Cammie. Oh, it says there is always something to be thankful for. And we have to ask, okay, then if they are lying, as we know they are, why are they lying? There's a variety of reasons. For real, 40 peeps need to hit the like button. Y'all are in here consuming my hard work that I don't charge for. Right? People get triggered when I say that they're in here consuming. But that's what we're doing, right? Just hit the like, bro. I'm not asking you to throw dollar bills at my ass, but you could hit the like because you're in here, right? Hit the like. Thank you. So, why would people lie? Either they are involved, in my opinion, directly or indirectly, or they're not talking because they're scared of somebody, or they're scared of several people. Who was actually behind the unalivings? Because even if Mr. Koberger was potentially involved, which again, we have one skin cell, bro. We have one skin cell. Welcome, Day in the Life of Penny. Hey, Lynette. I'm glad you made it. Even if Brian did do it, he did not do this alone. I have no reason to believe that he was involved whatsoever because, again, touch DNA is bogus, right? But even if he was involved, he did not do this alone. In the documents, it stated that Xana and Ethan were attacked at the same time. How's that even possible if it was only Brian? And then Dylan Morrison said that she heard, okay, I'm here to help you. Was that one assailant talking to another assailant? Hey, I'm here to help you. I don't know, but I wanted to talk about this because they're lying, in my opinion. Thank you guys for joining me in today's live. Let me know what you think about this video. Once the stream ends, if you can please vote in the comment section. Please vote in the comment section when the stream ends. If you vote in the comment section, if you leave a comment there, it will promote the algorithm, which is helpful, right? We want to get the truth out there. That being said, I never ask you guys for money, for cash apps, for super chats, but I did want to give a shout out to Blake, because Blake, you sent me $5. Thank you, Tap. And Sweet Pea, you are so sweet, girl. Thank you for the $10. My little caffeine friend. I keep missing. You're too cute, Sweet Pea. So thank you guys for the cash apps. I really appreciate them. And I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. See you soon. Take care. Hey, Molly. Hey, Brutally Honest. See you guys soon, okay? Take care.